Hi, welcome back to my video. So this is going to be Candy WTF Moments Season 1. There's only one season. Episode 7. Can I be elegant? Yeah, you can, but you won't be Candy no more. You'll be Candy Lindhagen. Oh God, no. This has got a little bit of cover, so let's go and roll the intro. She's a girl, pretty girls with ribbons in her hair. She likes the prairies and rides the ponies. She loves to sing when birds are singing. Sing her name, Candy, Candy, Candy. So I told y'all, this has got to be the cover. So, Candy is making bread. Nothing wrong with that. If you don't know what you're doing, bread can be pretty hard. We saw what happened in the Baker King episode of the last series I did. It ain't that hard, I can trust me, I don't think it's that hard. So anyways, Candy made this bread. Let it be known, she made the bread and was giving it to Curran. As you remember, he was living in the barn and the Lindhagens don't know about this yet. So, she's giving it to Curran and, Neil and Eliza know about this. So, they see her with Curran. They say, "Mom, would you like to ride a carriage with us?" Oh, well, this is a shock. Miss Lindhagen's like, angry for no reason. I can't stand people that have that look on their face. I mean, there's people in real life that never smile and go, "Mom, let's try us?" She just, "Oh, well, this I expected, sure." And then Miss Lindhagen, "Why don't you take Candy with you?" They say, "Why?" "Well, I adopted her to be Eliza's playmate, and it'd be good for Neil, too." How's it gonna be good for Neil? First she was Eliza's, but now she's Neil's? What a good boy for Neil. They should have adopted Tom. He put Neil in his place. I mean, Candy's already kind of doing that. I mean, these kids know they get to a breaking point, they're gonna be in the hospital. Remember this. If someone says, "Oh, I have a higher power of authority," tell them, guess what? You'll be in ICU a lot longer than I'll be in jail. I mean, that's what Candy could say. Probably be true, actually. So, they go to the carriage and they see Candy and Neil. See, Curran's hiding this hay patch and he's with the pitchfork. What, Neil? Okay. Neil knows Curran's in there, but he doesn't know where. I mean, we know what he's trying to do. But, can I add as a sentence? No, I can't. Because Neil, I know what he's trying to do, but he didn't hurt Curran. So maybe Curran wasn't there. I know what he was trying to do, but there's no proof to show that that's what Neil was trying to do. Maybe he's trying to feed the horses for all we know. So I can't charge you, unfortunately. There's no proof. So, Neil, good job hiding your intentions. Like, hey, let me see if there's something living in it. That'd be different. But he didn't say that. He just goes, I mean, we know what you're trying to do with that pitchfork. So she goes, "Candy, did you steal bread?" "No." They say, "Then tell us." "She stole bread from us." Okay. First off, Mr. Lindhagen has the papers that show that he legally adopted Candy. When you adopt a kid, I think your number one obligation is to feed them. Provide water, food, shelter, clothing, food. Food is on the list. So what, if Candy needs to get a dress, does she have to, "Hey, can I wear this dress? Can I stay in your house? I mean, yeah, can I drink water? Can I get a bite to eat?" I mean, if you are adopted, I don't think you're required to ask that. If you think that, that's a problem. Another thing, Candy didn't steal it. She made the bread herself. She didn't steal it. In case you haven't learned, Miss Lindhagen, Candy is not your servant. Riddle me that, Miss Lindhagen. Riddle me that. But, So they assume that Candy stole the bread. So then she says, Candy, I was gonna let you go on a ride with us. That was my intention. No, it wasn't your intention. So the three of them go for a ride, and she tells Mr. Lindhagen about it. That Candy stole. He's like, she stole. I mean, he's in shock about that. I would be too. I mean, Dr. King, she's stealing from me. I mean, typically she's not stealing. So Eliza she gets off in the carriage and rides him like a man. Eliza, ride the horses like this. Eliza can do whatever she wants. Because she is the little angel in the Lindhagen family. So yeah, remember this all. Eliza is an angel. Yeah, so that's about all you need about Eliza right there. Neil's the same way. Well, why is Mr. Lindhagen with this woman? Because the Lindhagen's like, oh, we have money. No, you don't. Your husband has, and dad has the money. And owner of the cat, whose name's been revealed, Sylvia. So Candy's trying to walk with a book on her head downstairs. I can barely walk holding nothing in my hand downstairs, let alone a book on my head. That would fall off the first step. So Candy made it down to the last 3 steps. Way to go there. And Dorothy, you okay? I'm fine. I mean, she's trying to be elegant. So she can fit in with the Lindhagens. And they're like, oh, even Sylvia can be more elegant with shoes. But your walk. You can never be. Somebody like you can, from a girl from Pony's home, can never be elegant. Even Miss Lindhagen's joined in the group now. Oh, yeah. Like I said, these guys are like Team Rocket, a bunch of bumbling idiots. That's what they are. What do you call a bunch of bumbling buffoons? Buffoons. Not a baboon. A buffoon. I heard a joke like that. I had to put it in there. So anyways, you know, they tell Mr. Lindhagen about the ceiling, so he wants, so Candy's walking with the book, and somebody else will enter, please, Dorothy. Oh, Dorothy, please enter. Mr. Lindhagen wants you. So she goes down there. He says, Candy, you have to leave on a long business trip, and I want you to get along with Neil and Eliza. That's definitely you're angry at me. No, well, I am angry about one thing. Miss Lindhagen told me you stole. What did you steal? So she said it was a piece of bread, but she didn't steal it. So why did you grab it? Follow me to the barn. To the barn? He's like, that's weird. So she shows Curran to Mr. Lindhagen for the first time and says, please let me keep it. It was for him. Can he stay here? Well, I'm worried he'll fight with the horses. But Curran and the horses have already become friends. And this horse makes Curran, he goes, oh, of course. And I said, Curran. Mr. Lindhagen said, she didn't steal the bread. And said that she's allowed to have Curran in the barn. Curran can't come in the house. That's the only rule. So, was Candy doing something wrong? No, like I said. Miss Lindhagen's out of the house. And Mr. Lindhagen agrees with Miss Lindhagen on that. But it can stay in the barn. So she can't tell Candy to get rid of it because she has the head of the household's permission now. So Candy's trying to have the maids teach her to be like the Lindhagens, house at table, Eliza's. Oh, Mother, Candy doesn't want me to play anymore. What'd you just say? She likes hanging out with the staff more than me. Okay, so Candy is back in the tree, she's saying, Karen, now I have to be elegant. It won't be long before I won't be able to climb a tree anymore. And then she climbs up, yeah. Candy's always gonna do that. And then she sees Neil and Eliza talking about how Candy is no longer your playmate. She's gonna be their servant. Eliza saying Candy knows nothing about it. Laws of Michigan. Here we go, Johnson. Okay, here's the laws I have right here, laws of Michigan. Kid Rock sent me these. Robert Ritchie. He sent these to me. So, here it is. So, it says here, paragraph 5, section 4 of the 311 form. It says right here, if a parent is Miss Lindhagen's married to Mr. Lindhagen, so this counts. So, if a parent is to enslave a child, yes, because I don't think they're paying her anything. So, if parents to enslave a child that they adopted, it is a crime in the state of Michigan to do that, as enslavement, and comes with a life sentence. I can't charge this to Neil and Eliza because they didn't make the decision. But Miss Lindhagen, on the other hand, she did. She did make that. So that's a what do you call it? Can't say stamp. That's not Miss Lindhagen, yeah. So Miss Lindhagen didn't accuse Candy of the bread, but Neil and Eliza did, so I'm also adding that on them. Sylvia has been teasing her with them, so I can't count that because teasing is not a crime, unfortunately. It should be. It's not bullying her. It's teasing her, which friends do that. We're just teasing you. This is a malicious intent. It's not okay, but it's not a crime. I already checked it. It doesn't show the paragraph. There's nothing here. I don't even know Kid Rock personally. This is all stuff I looked up on Google. I don't know the paragraph number, laws of mission. No. I look up this before I do my videos. That's not true. So maybe not from that then. Unfortunately not true. So anyways, Candy says, I don't want to be here anymore. Go back to Pony's home. Andy probably would have done that. And said, I wonder if Annie, she's happy? Yeah. Yeah, Annie's really happy is all I can say. I'm not being sarcastic. She really is happy. I mean, you're a lucky girl, can't Andy? You didn't get stuck with these psychos. And she's back at the gate where she saw the Prince of the Hill. Or assumes, I should say. Assumes she saw him. I mean, she says it's the same boy. Maybe it is the same boy. I don't know. Maybe it is the same boy. I'm just saying, his eyes have a little bit of a different color. Okay. Maybe it's the same. I'm just making up reasons that it cannot be him. Because that'd be a letdown if we, know who it is. I mean, Rebecca just recently found out who the Uber driver is. I think we're finding out who the Prince of the Hill is a lot sooner. Why make all this suspension of this? But she sees the pin that he dropped or left for her to find it. And she's like, maybe there's another way in? Because she's not seen this boy again. Ooh, right here. A metal ancient gate with the same pin. A water gate with the same thing. It said, this place is bigger than the Lindhagens. What does this chain do? No, don't pull that. It's a dam. And this boy is there. It's not the Prince of the Hill or the boy at the Rose Gate, if they're the same person or not. It's another boy. Long blonde hair, silk suit. And it's just, help me please. Throw the rope. It's okay, get the lasso. She got his arm. He's like, this girl can throw pretty good. So he gets her back there and see, I was worried I was going to get wet. So you can't swim? No, it's not that. It's just I have this very expensive silk suit on. Rich boy! Where was that? I saw something similar to that. In Trolls. The old Troll series, not sure if you saw it from Cookie Jar TV, long time ago. I think all the episodes are on YouTube, but this girl falls and the girl with yellow hair too fast says, that's gonna ruin that dress because she fell in water. You can't get silk wet. So, apparently that's true because this is the second episode. They have nothing related to each other. We've heard that. So, I mean, I don't know. I've never tried to get silk wet on purpose, so I don't know. I'm not going to do that now. But anyways, the boy runs off and says, it's okay, little kitty. Calling Kenny little kitty. And then he says, I gotta go. My name is Archibald. Archibald. Full name of this man is Archibald Cornwall, and his nickname that we find out later in the episodes in the series is Archie. So, moving on from that, Candy goes back to the Lindhagens. Why? I have no clue why she goes back to that house. But I guess Candy's gonna get the bad news that she's a servant. Honestly, they treat her like that anyway. It ain't that bad. But it still is a crime. So that's it for my KK WT Moments. Season 1 is only one season. Episode 7 can be elegant. I guess not. This is also going to be the last movie of the year. So, since I won't see y'all until, I think, the 5th of January, Happy New Year. And I will see y'all next video. Anyway, thank you so much for, being here. I hope you enjoyed the Christmas extravaganza and the recipes. Like I said, there's more shorts and jokes and recipes coming out on New Year's and King's Day minus the recipe. Anyways, that's it. I'm Jordan Morris. I'll see you next video. Candy, candy. Bye.